I don't need to be here, but the country needs me. That's more or less a direct quote from Donald Trump. Both of his sons, Donald and Eric, said the same thing about their father. They went on to say that there are so many other things that Donald Trump could be doing given the extent of his wealth. My reaction to their thoughts as both a business person and a military veteran is, what are you talking about? Every professional position in the United States and in the world is replaceable. Your job, my job, our CEO's job can all be replaced with someone else. Of course, we all have a tendency to overestimate our own importance. But what I'm seeing from former President Trump goes far beyond overestimating his own importance. It's now reached the comical level of self-aggrandizement. Here's why I say this. Every time throughout my career I saw an important leader resign, retire, pass away, or get fired, folks may have been temporarily upset, but eventually the organization moved on. The organization oftentimes became better, as unexpected as that may have been. Let's take the military as an example. Part of the design of military leadership is to rotate leaders in and out of positions fairly regularly, usually about every 2 years. The military does this so that power doesn't become too concentrated in one individual. They also do this to make sure every leader gets exposure to a variety of experiences. That variety makes leaders stronger, wiser, humbler, and more effective, especially if having a successful overall organization is the goal. To take this one step further, in training, key leaders are routinely designated as casualties to train the next tier of leaders to take charge when necessary. Junior leaders who receive this type of training are more prepared when the next level of leadership becomes available. As you can tell, I believe not only that every position can be replaced with someone else, but I also believe that this mentality is the correct one for any leader to have. Statements that someone like Donald J. Trump could be doing other things also implies a one-sided relationship. It effectively asks the question, where would you be without me? Well, my response to anyone who takes this tact with me is, I would be in the same place I was without you. And that place is just as good of a place as the place that I'm in now with you here. So Donald, if you have better things you could be doing, then I invite you to go do those things. I'll be fine. Don't let me hold you back. America, we will be fine, with or without former President Trump, I assure you. Also, we will be fine with or without our current president, Joe Biden. There are plenty of leaders in the Democrat Party who would want to be president who would be good at it. And if not good at it, they wouldn't necessarily be bad at it. Of course, we hear from Democrats that former President Trump is an existential threat to our democracy, so they need the ideal candidate. In effect, they help to feed this narrative of Donald Trump's transcendent persona, albeit in the reverse way that Trump supporters do this. They make this apparent threat of Trump an overstated factor into their decision-making about what to do with President Biden. Again, drawing from my own military experience, our philosophy was that it is okay to make a bad decision. It is okay to make a good decision. It is not okay to make no decision at all. It's time for the Democrats to make a decision on President Biden. Soon enough, it will be time for us citizens to make a decision at the ballot box in November. As some of you have heard in my other video, the political parties divided us, we didn't divide ourselves. I have every intention to write in a candidate. I think it's time for voters to make a statement to the Republican and Democrat parties that we will not vote for either of you if you don't give us better candidates. That said, I will fully support whoever the next president may be, whether it is President Biden, President Trump, a new Democrat candidate, or an independent candidate. Irrespective of my decision and whatever decision you make as a voter, which I completely respect, irrespective of the outcome of this election, I say to you, America, we'll be just fine. God bless you, and God bless America.